Live from the UFC Apex Center in Enterprise, Nevada. It's the X-Men Show, Draft Day 3 edition. Directly across from the Rod Woodson Sports Complex. Give me a little piece of concrete, some AstroTurf, we'll play ball. Tickets available starting today. Next up, Dirty and A-Train.
What's up, everybody? We are live outside the Apex Center in Lost Arlington. He's walking somewhere. Oh, Arlington, I lost your camera, bro. Where are you at, dog? Turn your camera on. Arlington, I don't see him. But Arlington is walking by the Rod Woodson. As you heard, the Rod Woodson Sports Complex right here in Las Vegas. It's actually at the corner of El Camino and Rafael Rivera Way. So listen, guys, it's been crazy. Listen, big shout out to Mark Perry over there at Newsroom or News Hub. Reed, those guys did a great job. 8 hours of draft coverage. We did our little hits, but we are live right outside, as you see it right behind me. Let me move my head. The UFC Apex Center. We've been here. We were here all day yesterday. We got Coach Beck. He got his shirt, the Fill the Top shirt. But listen, guys. So what we're going to do over the next few weeks, well, actually the next 2 weeks, is there was 8 teams, right? So on the Afternoon Delight Show, what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 teams next week, and we're going to break down every single team. So that means, but we've decided, because here's what we've noticed with this draft. 2 teams in particular. One team is now going to be called on this show from now on. 2 teams from now on this show. One is going to be called the Arlington. What do we say the Arlington name was? The Arlington Rental Hawks, because they drafted a lot of Battle Hawk players. We kind of thought about that with Coach Hayes and all that. And the other team we are going to do is going to be the Battle Dragons, which we're still trying to figure out the connection. And that was thanks to the mayor, Van, of the XFL Nation, that the Battle Hawks, but now called the Battle Dragons, drafted a lot of Dragon players. So that's what we're going to break it down. From now on, those are how we are going to refer to those 2 teams on this show. Until they tell us not to. But, who really listens? Not Dirty. I don't know. Arlington's not on here, so I can just do whatever I want right now. Yes, Brian, it is very interesting. But, here's what we've seen. And we've said it yesterday in a bunch of our stuff. And we got the mayor here, but he's not going to join us, but I'm going to go over by him so you can hear him on camera and on his voice. But what we've seen is we're getting the true feeling of, oh, there's Arlington. Finally, you showed up. You're at the end of the street.
Finally, I'm here.
You're at the end of the street. Wait, here he is. See, he's right there behind me. Where's he at? He's right there. But I can't hear him all the way down there. He's got to walk closer so I can hear him. So, Mayor, like we said yesterday, right? We're seeing a lot of fast-paced players, especially in the first couple rounds, right? With all the catching of the receivers, running backs, and tight ends, right?
We're seeing coaches true to their word.
Yes.
We saw Anthony Beck saying, I want hands players.
Yes.
He gets hands players.
Yes, he did.
We saw Coach Haslett from Seattle say, I want fast.
Yes.
All he's got is speed. What did we see from Wade Phillips?
Speed.
Exactly what he wanted. The ones that I don't understand were some of the recycles out of the CFL.
Yes.
They're the ones that are kind of the wild card to me.
Right.
I understand the economics of not wanting to play in Canada, but I do, these guys have got that grit, they got that determination, and now's their opportunity. So I look forward to seeing them play in 92 days.
Right. Yeah. Now, the other thing I found interesting was a lot of USFL guys have come over to the XFL, have been drafted into the XFL. Now, you had said, privately and earlier that, you're worried a little bit about the CFL because a lot of the players come from there. But like with the USFL, with them drafting as many USFL players. I mean, do we still have enough quality players in the U.S. for the USFL to succeed?
Oh, absolutely. I think what you're seeing here is the realities of the living conditions and the pay structure, nutrition, housing that happened in Birmingham.
Right.
Now, obviously, they've been in the collective bargaining agreement negotiations with the steelworkers.
Yep.
So hopefully that's upgraded.
Yep.
They've also now fully committed to going to cities, just like the XFL.
That is true.
So, but seeing what that situation was versus what was presented to all the agents by the XFL leadership, it looks like players and their agents are opting more towards the XFL as a more stable environment for this playing season.
Right. No, yeah. See, and I agree. Now, Brian says that USFL will be gone by 2026. I don't know. We'll see. Listen, there's still a lot of good quality players. Oh, finally, you're going to join me?
Yeah.
You're going to join me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh. Arlington, you heard what the mayor had to say about the USFL. I said that, we're seeing a lot of CFL guys, USFL guys getting drafted, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what is your take on it?
It's going to be hard, man. Look, right now the USFL does have the upper hand per se, but when you having players that are moving toward the XFL, that's going to be difficult for the USFL to sustain. And before we even did this show, you already know how we felt about Brian Woods.
We're not going to bash Brian Woods.
But I'm not. But no, I'm not. That's why I'm not saying anything about it. But you know how we felt about it. But my thing is this: now that they're taking a hit, what are you going to do, USFL, to make your situation better? Because if you're going to keep a year of football, you're going to need to make sure that players are going to be taken care of. Because the XFL is doing that. It's early though, because we haven't had any games yet. But you gotta see right now, they're already looking at perfection. They want to make this perfect. That's why we didn't hear a lot of things going on with the XFL.
Well, and I think that's what And I think that's what a lot of people has complained about with the XFL draft, right? I mean, look, we see it. It's right there at the Apex Center, right? We knew that they were going to have ESPN helping them, right?
Right.
So we knew that a lot of alt media people weren't going to get the chance to come and cover it. So that's why we decided to come out here and cover it right from the street corner, right? That's why we decided to do it. So, but here's what I'm seeing. They're going to have to figure out how they're going to do this, because now it's time for them to get engaged with their fan bases.
Yep.
At the XFL.
Yep.
You have an engaged fan base in St. Louis.
Yep.
You have the fan engagement in Seattle, right? Yep. You have it. You could see it slowly growing in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Right. I just saw today, right before we went live, there was a guy on the Orlando page that said, "Oh, I want my refund back." Why? Why do you want your refund back? It's only $100. I mean, why wait? Why? I mean, the tickets are still at a reasonable price. Go and at least see the first season.
Hey.
Then if you want your money back, then get it back.
No, if that's the case, if he wants a refund, then somebody else can
We
take
need to turn this way because the sun's there.
So if that's the case, then then let somebody else
at least give it a shot.
No, man, if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to,
are you playing bad cop today and I'm playing good cop?
Yeah. If
you don't believe this, Mayor, he's playing good bad cop. I'm playing good cop.
If you don't want the tickets, somebody else will grab them.
Wow, that's just mean. That's just mean, bro.
But that's life.
Wow, just mean.
That's life, man.
Just mean.
Hey,
you're being mean.
If you talking about you don't want those tickets, guess what? Hey, we got tickets available, and somebody else will grab them. And then you be like, oh, well,
reach out to Corey. Reach out to Corey.
Hey, and maybe you would have thought of, maybe I should have just gave it a chance.
Now, the reason why we changed because we had the sun blocking us, right? But if you guys notice, right behind us, we posted something. What is that, Arlington? What's this right behind us?
The Rod Woodson Sports Center.
That's right. That's where the Vipers are going to play at. It's a big, nice, empty field. Coach Woodson, as you heard in our buffer, says, "Give me some concrete. I'm playing." That's where they're playing at, right behind us. So I don't know why anybody in Vegas is worried.
And we gave him a tour last night.
Right, and we gave you guys a tour. So in 93 days, that field's going to be ready, and they're going to be playing.
And when we told Rod Woodson, he loved the idea.
That's right. So now, Arlington, let's look at the draft. Like we said, next week we're going to be breaking down teams we're going to break down 2 teams a week, right?
Yeah, we might as well open up with Arlington and St. Louis.
We are. We're going to open up with the Arlington Rental Hawks. And the,
yeah, it's right. It's right.
the Arlington Rental Hawks, and we're going to open up with the St. Louis Battle Dragons. Because we're still going to try to find a connection. I know the mayor's going to try to find that connection for us of why so many Dragon players got drafted to the St. Louis Battle Dragons.
It was the proof was in the pudding when you saw as many players was coming off the Battlehawks going to the Renegades.
Right. Listen, I am a little upset though. I was really hoping Taylor would come back.
No, I knew he wasn't coming.
But I'm going to root for Taylor.
And I'm telling you on this show today.
And King.
Telling you on this show today. Jordan Ta'amu will be an Arlington Renegade.
Is this your speculation?
It is.
You're doing a speculation?
I am doing a speculation. That's why I'm playing bad cop today.
Damn.
Jordan Ta'amu will be a Renegade.
Right. Oh, review it. Oh, we got something. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. I have to do that anyway. But hey, you can also now, we have another platform you guys can check us out at. Oh, that's why we were supposed to give the plug. ReviewKC.com. You guys can check us out there now because apparently we have a fan base now in Kansas City.
Yeah, and
so that'll work.
And now that the headliner, we didn't really talk about it.
Well, okay. So the biggest takeaway that we got from yesterday's draft, right?
That was three names over this week.
The biggest name of all. You actually get a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
a legit, true Pro Bowler.
Yep.
In Vic Beasley.
Yep.
Going to the Vipers.
Yep.
And who's his head coach?
Rob Woodson. Who's got the right center? But then guess what? Remember the first, what was it, the third or the fourth or fifth pick?
Another big pick.
Martavis Bryant.
Look, the kid had all the talent in the world, right? He has all the talent in the world, right? Okay.
I might be Javier. I might be.
So he has all the talent in the world, but let baggage derail his career.
Hey, Zach, I love you, buddy. But I'm sorry, man, but you're dead wrong.
Will not happen. All right, the mayor wants to say something.
You got something?
Don't flip it around. The mayor just wants to say something.
Go ahead.
Passion versus opportunity. That could be the difference in that player.
That is true. He's absolutely right.
Didn't have the right opportunities. Now he does.
Right. And with him being with Woodson, and when we were at the hotel, the three of us were at their hotel afterwards. We were talking about Bryant, and the mayor goes, "Well, hey, think about it. Rod Woodson straight up said at the town hall, right at the town hall or the meet and greet, whatever the hell they're calling them nowadays, is that if the player doesn't act right, you can either play or you can stand next to me. What do you want to do?" And listen, if I'm Martavis Bryant, and I mean, we saw Rod Woodson get out of his truck, dude still looks like he could play. Am I right?
Yeah, like you take him home.
So I agree with you. I think it's now, and then the Rocket posted that, hey, just had a heart-to-heart with Bryant.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Right.
The video's out there.
And you could see it, and it's like the mayor said, it's passion. I think Bryant wants to show that he can actually still play, and I think that's what he's going to do.
And he proved me wrong, at least for the moment. The moment he got me with saying that he was genuine about it, and he, as they were talking via video conference, it was looking like Martavis really wants to play and showcase his talents once again. And what a great place to start in doing it here in Vegas.
And he's going to be doing it right across the street, right behind us. Yeah, right there. He's going to be doing it right there. So we're just going to keep plugging that.
Yeah, that's what we're going to take, man. Hey, and also,
they already set up the bleachers.
Yeah, the bleachers. It'll be we gone by the time the bleachers come.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's it. Here are some of the bleachers.
Here's some of the bleachers right here.
Some of the bleachers.
Now let's talk about some of the other ones, right?
Yeah.
So let's look at this. I'm gonna go back to Arlington, right?
Okay.
Arlington's got Kyle Slaughter as their quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But guess who else they have? Sal.
Yeah.
Well, where did those two guys from?
That's a New Orleans reunion in the USFL, and they're now together again.
Right. So now you already have some kind of combo. Like people have asked us, hey, who do you guys think will be the stars of this league, like a PJ and a Cam, right? Look right there. I mean, we do know that Coach Hayes likes passing to tight ends
and blocking.
And you got Kyle Slaughter. And Sal,
One thing is
that
for
could be your
sure.
next. That could be your next. Well, here, look, that could be your next Mahomes and Kelsey.
One thing is for sure though.
Okay.
The names that we didn't mention, the biggest name out of all of them
Mhm.
is AJ McClendon.
That is true. Well, that's with our team. Well, yeah.
Yes, it is with the Battlehawks.
All right,
But
so who
he
we
is
have
the
then?
name.
All right, that is true.
You have to understand, national champion. I'm not going to mention his wife, but still, that's
Hey, listen, people in St. Louis, come on, man.
yeah. Y'all got to get.
You
Y'all
guys seriously want to
Y'all are
say that
nasty.
you guys are the best fan place?
Y'all are nasty.
Come on, you really have to say that about the dude's wife? Yeah, we know she's a pretty lady, but come on, you perverts.
That's
Yeah,
nasty,
what's
man.
wrong with you?
Y'all.
Listen, and you're right, Brian. San Antonio does have a solid team. And I mean, here's the thing, though. Can you really just say, by what we've seen, who really had the best draft so far?
I mean, you have to. You're trying to look at the quality of players that are out there, right?
Right.
And you're looking for names that have either had a cup of coffee in the NFL,
so you want to go buy a cup of coffee, right?
or even had some experience, even played a year or two.
Right. Okay, so you want to go buy the cup of coffee. So here's what I'm going to say then. If you go buy a cup of coffee, right, then the team that looks like they might have had the best draft is the team right here in Vegas because they got some of the bigger names. Bryant, Beasley.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the two biggest.
Perez.
Luis Perez. I mean, those are some of the bigger names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, no, and not to mention, also you got to mention the Renegades.
No, it's not the Renegades.
Yes, I understand.
Rental Hawks.
It's the Rental Hawks.
Rental Hawks.
Yeah. So, but still, though, but the team that they had is practically the same.
And I mean, it is the same that they had here in St. Louis in 2020. But you got to remember that team went 3-2.
True.
With an assigned quarterback.
With an assigned quarterback.
That's also true.
That, as you said in your speculation, would you like to say your speculation again?
Jordan Taylor would be an Arlington Renegade.
No, it's not Arlington Renegades. It's Arlington. It's the
Rental
Rental Hawks.
I got to get that together, man. Because I was saying, I've been Arlington Battlehawks for the
Well,
longest.
look, if I'm going by right now, if I'm going by big name players, right? Mm-hmm. Like I said, the two that stick out to me the most, Beasley and Bryant.
Yeah.
Those are the two. Now, mind you,
Perez is not a slouch.
Perez is not a slouch. That's what I'm saying. If I had to go by just right now, by big names, I'd say the Vipers are the team. If you had to go by names.
Yeah, you got a nice, at least from what it looks like, and they can get anchored, especially on the front
Somebody
seven.
goes here, I'm ready to buy an 87 Pro jersey, LOL. Hey, yeah. Well, yes, the draft. They're already done with the. They're already done with
the actual draft that you've seen online is done. So now they're doing the open draft, and I guess the notables will come out.
So yeah, I guess they're not showing the open draft. They're not doing the open 11 rounds. I guess they're not. Because I haven't seen anything.
We'll see what happens.
Right, I haven't seen anything. I'm looking now, and look, yeah. So if you go to the draft page, you click on it says all or specialist,
See what
and
the all is, man.
I just did. That's it. It's all the rounds.
Okay.
DC, I think with the great pick with
all the way to the end.
Abraham Smith.
Yeah, they get the first. They got a nice little running back.
Here's the other thing I like to do, Arlington, because I know that you went to a certain college, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to say that college?
Yeah, Alabama A&M University. I was very happy to see Octavius Miles get selected by the Orlando Guardians.
Not just that. What I was happy to see in this draft.
Yeah.
Okay. What I was happy to see in this draft is they did a showcase in Jackson State.
Right.
Now, out of we had close to 500 players total.
Mm-hmm.
We had like 15
probably
guys from HBCUs come out of there.
Yep.
So again, as as yesterday, as the mayor said, we're seeing, or he even said it today, we're seeing opportunity football.
Yep.
Where else have you seen where HBCU guys have gotten opportunity to play somewhere else? Exactly. You're seeing that in the XFL. You saw it in the USFL. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to Deion Sanders for doing that, because I mean, Deion's got it. So I mean, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see a lot of the smaller schools too. Like we saw some Liberty kids.
Yep.
Come out. You know what I mean?
And community colleges and all that good stuff.
Garden City had 2 kids get drafted. So, I mean, again,
it doesn't matter what size school you go to. If you played some football and they were good enough and they seen your video, you were going to get a shot.
Now, the other thing we were looking at today, right? So we know that all the players that weren't in the draft, there was 1,900 total, right, Mayor?
Correct.
1,900 total players in the draft pool. The guys that didn't get drafted today will still be in the draft and be able to be drafted at a later time. Now, we know they're doing a supplemental
in January,
right?
Yeah.
And they're going to do another one kind of in December. They're going to kind of do some more.
That'll be for January.
Well, no, they said they're going to do some more signing players in December, remember?
Oh, free agency.
Yeah, free agency after the cuts and all that stuff, right? Does any Mizzou players get on? What? I didn't see any Mizzou players. Did you?
I thought that was one or two.
Was there? I did see some Southern Illinois or SIUE players.
I did see some area players on there.
I did see some, and I saw area players for all over.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, right?
A lot of Houston guys, Texas players, because you already know.
They're not doing the open draft. They're not doing the open phase.
Well, at least not. Well, okay.
So what does this say? What it says? We have to remember that.
And we don't play on paper, as Dick Vermeil said.
Look, we get that. We get that. We 100% get that.
I'm really going to be the bad guy today.
Go ahead, be the bad guy.
So?
Yeah. No team. Yeah, we did. We had Southern Illinois.
There was somebody on there.
There was a couple guys from Southern Illinois.
How about the guy from Heidelberg University?
Yeah, what about the Heidelberg? Ohio, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good doctor. Go back and look. There were some
Somebody
guys
was
from Southern
But they said
Illinois.
they got no team there. Well, what you mean, though?
Right, yeah. All right, be the bad guy. What do you want to say?
You're talking about, you have to remember to play the game on paper. I understand that. But when you look at it, that could be a bonus for them in Arlington. And I know y'all are mad that a lot of the Battlehawks are out of are not in St. Louis and they're going to the Renegades. Yeah, I got to give the real team name. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
It's the Rental Hawks.
Yeah, I understand, but still, at the end of the day, they are looking nice as a team, man. It's solid. You got two coordinators in Jay Hayes and Tim Lewis for the defense, and on offense, you got John Hayes and Chuck Long. See, this time Chuck is not running the show by himself.
Hey, listen,
that's better.
Arlington. You're going to be happy about that.
You're going to be very happy. Now, sir, Zach, I love you. I love you, brother.
I love that.
No.
I love that.
No.
I love that they say that.
No.
What is?
He's saying that Carbondale has a team. But I thought I could have.
It's in Southern Illinois.
I do remember saying that. I never said Southern Illinois that Carbondale would be the school to do it, though.
Would that be the one?
Yeah, it would. It would be.
Then yeah. So whatever. I know it was Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
I know there were a couple players from Southern Illinois picked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was area players that was in that draft.
There
Brian,
were a lot.
and one thing I saw was with Brian Folkers. You know, he was the guy from St. Louis.
Yeah.
He was in Arlington, man. So I'm like, okay. It's gonna look interesting now. It's gonna look a little different, but that's the point of the XFL. This is different. This is not
here's one thing
2020.
that you did notice this, right?
What's that?
A lot of the guys that had posted their draft invites or their player workout invites and stuff like that did see a lot of their names called.
No.
I wonder what that was.
It's been said.
I wonder what that was for.
It's been said. But
Integrity.
that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
It might have been integrity stuff. Might have been. You know, this is the X Fan Show. Afternoon Delight. We are in bright, sunny Las Vegas, right outside the UFC Apex Center, which is right there, right across the street from the Rod Woodson Sports Complex.
That's how we do it.
You know, we broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday. You can now catch us at reviewkansascity.com. We're going to be in a few other places. I know we got a few other things in the works, right?
Yep.
So your biggest takeaway? I mean, yeah, did we get in? No, right? But here's what we can say.
Hey, Coach Beck got his shirt.
Coach Beck did get his shirt. Oh, I didn't wear mine today. You wore yours again? God, no wonder why you smell.
I know, it's not bad, though.
Yeah, you got some BO going, bro.
No, that's more White Castle.
White Castle, great.
It's a White Castle problem.
8 months and you haven't had White Castle? Huh?
Sometimes it'd be like
Look,
that.
Brian goes, I used to live 10 minutes from where you were, where you're standing right now. So, Brian, you know exactly where we're at. We're right there. You can see the stop sign right between us. That's the corner of it.
Yeah, literally.
So let me get your take, Arlington. We're here, right?
Yeah.
We went to Arlington for the first game.
Yeah.
For the first for the first, well, game 2, whatever it was. I'm not.
So you guys showed how easy it was.
Yes.
For you as a Battle Hawk player to Arlington.
Yes.
You trained him. It's your responsibility.
Yeah. So but now we're here at the draft, right?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
once in a lifetime opportunity,
Yeah.
right? What's your takeaway of this whole thing so far?
Thank you, Coach Beck. Thank you, Coach Robertson. Hey, we enjoyed your Sports Center, man. That's all I'm gonna say to that.
Nothing, but look, we could say we've knocked off another first for us, right?
Yeah.
We could say we knocked off another first. I mean, what's the chances of ever going to a draft?
Little
Again.
bit, none.
Exactly. Not unless we want to go to Kansas City next year for that other league.
Yeah.
Now there might be a draft next year for the XFL.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be at that one.
Maybe.
Or we'll just do like we always do and just be the Renegades and just show the hell up.
Pretty much.
Right? Ain't that what we always do?
That's what it looks like.
Right? And then you're going to San Antonio.
You know what?
On the 10th.
We are getting that together,
Right?
man.
Yeah. He goes, in KC.
Get it together. Who's our official energy drink sponsor?
Oh my God! Yeah, let me get it. I forgot. It's sponsoring us for our tailgate.
Get that one too.
Forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Thanks, Rock.
Thank you, ZOA, for sponsoring our tailgate. This stuff is really actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is, man. Like it gives you the energy you need. Like,
Yeah, you
all
were all
day.
jacked up all day.
man, all day. I don't even know why.
You're all jacked up. So thank you to ZOA for coming out the day before and giving us a big nice case.
Clutch. You're clutch.
Now here you go. It says Brian says, do you think you were such marks? No, man, dirty. No, they were nice enough and sponsored our little tailgate party.
They brought the
They
product
brought
to
it to us, so that's why we're giving them their props. Now, do you think they will actually draft or stream on ESPN year 2?
No.
Ah, really?
Nope.
I think they might. I think they will.
Nope.
You don't think so? Here's what I think. We know there's a production studio in that building behind us, in front of us, right?
Mhm.
So I have a feeling that eventually, as we've seen and as you see on ESPN,
If you mean live, no, they're not doing it.
as you see on ESPN Plus, right?
Mhm.
They are starting to put more and more XFL stuff.
Mhm.
So don't be surprised that if we start seeing 8 hub cities,
Mhm.
like we see an Arlington page, we see a St. Louis page, we see a Houston page,
Yep.
a Defenders page, a Seattle page, a Houston page.
Now, okay. Brian says they did a live stream.
No, Brian,
Do you know how terrible that live
God.
stream was?
that was garbage.
And they did not want to repeat that same process. That was horrible.
Look here, for all the complaining and bitching we have done. Oh, can we say B? Can we say
Yeah,
B
you're
word
saying
in
you're
the
saying,
afternoon?
you're
Oh,
saying you're complaining. So that's
Gotcha.
what bitching is. That's
so
the
for all the
context.
bitching that people have done for 27 months, the XFL has actually listened to you guys and said, okay, look, we're not going to make the same mistakes. Look, regardless of what anybody wants to say, I don't think 2020 was all that good in the way they done stuff. Like I said, I've said it before, right? So what I think, again, like I said, I have a feeling they're going to put all of those 8 cities and all 8 of those draft picks on their page. You know what I'm saying? You're right. The fans that were bitching need to get alive. You guys have wanted this. You got it. The league is here. As somebody said earlier, the cookies are done.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. There's still one batch left. No, there's not. That batch is taken care of because we got the Rod Woodson Sports Complex behind us. So that batch of cookies done. We're talking, Mayor, how many days? 93?
92 days.
92 days
days.
left to the
90
draft.
days until kickoff February 18, 2023.
Yeah, now. Go ahead, Mayor.
Unlike rumors in St. Louis of kickoff February 19th, 2028.
Good job, Fox.
Football is ready to be played.
Yeah.
We have coaches. We have fields.
Yep.
We have players.
Yep.
We have specialists.
Yeah.
And we're promised in the next coming days uniforms and a full TV and game schedule.
But that's not now, Mayor. I'm glad you brought that up because if you guys paid attention yesterday to what The Rock said and Danny said, right? That the uniforms and schedules will be coming out. Now, season tickets are open today for the people who didn't put the draft. You're right. Listen, we're getting the jerseys. Relax. We're getting the jerseys. They're coming. The Rock and Danny said they're coming. Here's what you guys don't realize. If you guys have been watching this, and we've been saying this whole time, have we not, Arlington? If you go back, I'm going to go back to the Coach Beck interview that he did when he got his box. He said, "I've been waiting for February for this." But that was done. When did that release? Just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, not so long ago.
Right? Less than a month, about a month ago. Right, Mayor? About a month?
October 31st.
See, October 31st. So not even a month ago. 3 weeks. He said in the video, "I've been waiting since February." See, this is what we've been telling you guys. This has been a movie production. This ain't a TV production. Movie production. Everything has been happening for a reason. I guarantee you, the coaches' names, they probably knew them April of last year.
I would not be surprised.
April of last year, they probably knew them. I don't know, maybe May, June, who cares? I guarantee you they knew them in 2021. You know, oh, here they come. Here come more people. That was a sprinter van. Hey, we saw our first sprinter van. Sprinter limo. That's the first one we've seen.
Yeah.
Right?
With a big bald guy in it.
What a very large, big, bald guy in it. Right?
Yeah.
But here's what we're seeing now. You're starting to see everything fall into place. But I guarantee you all this was supposed to happen back in 2020 or in 2021. But because of certain things and certain stuff happening, it didn't happen. It's been a lot of moving parts. So now we're finally starting to see it. And I'm happy and I'm excited. Arlington, I'm going to go kind of stand this way. You keep going. I'm going to go see if that is a big bald guy.
Hey, want to go? Let's see if we can. Let's go and see it. We're gonna be on the move for a second.
Oh, no.
Nothing big. Nothing big.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. Okay, here's another one.
Those are UFC guys.
Those might be UFC guys. No, wait. Hold on. Hold. Nope. There's a guy in a black shirt and a hat walking that way. Looked very, very large. I don't know. He's going that way. Watch out, though. We can't get too close to that security guard.
And they sure worth following, man. And that's probably the one experience we get from this is being eyeballed.
Oh, being eyeballed left and
by
right.
the security
Guys, let's
guards.
go through some of this. Let's go. No, we haven't seen an Elvis in town. Any basement dwellers? No, we haven't seen any of those. People are really whining about the jerseys. We need jerseys. What do the play for? We just showed you, Javier. Show them again, Arlington. Show them again.
What's up to, man?
Yeah, show him where it is. Right
There
there.
it is. The Ron Woodson Sports Center. There it is. All right.
There you go. We're not answering that question anymore. What else we got here? All right, so this is from Homeland Newsfeed. We have our teams. Now let's get to work. 2023. Maybe we'll catch you in the media box.
Maybe not.
Well, hey, if you guys think we should, hey, Homeland Feed. If you think we should, then you talk to people. Well, whatever. We're always bet on black. You're right. Listen. Whatever. Who cares?
Hey, so that's gonna wrap it up. Because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go eat.
I am too, because I don't think they're doing anything else. They're not showing anything else.
Not here. So, so coming next Tuesday, we'll talk about
Are we breaking down? Are we going to do it, or we're not going to do it by the draft? We're
just gonna talk about it. And
I was telling Arlington about that, Jeremy. We're not going to.
Yeah, you know what?
We're not going to put that on the screen.
No, we ain't get anything like
We're
that.
not going to put that on the screen. But yeah, we're going to make sure. I'm going to make sure you get some of the popper cards.
What is wrong with y'all today? Oh my gosh! You're going to win it? No,
we're not going to get.
That's the hardest thing to do, especially here. All right, we're about to get out of here.
So next Tuesday, we're breaking down who?
Arlington and St. Louis.
Arlington, St. Louis. We're going to get Jimmy from Arlington, and then who are we going to use for St. Louis? Do you think Warner Media will be watching this league since The Rock has such a good?
Oh, absolutely,
100%.
absolutely. Because if they wanted to get in the game, TBS and TNT could get in if they wanted to. It would make another great cable outlet, but they don't want to compete. So,
But look, like we've been telling you guys, ESPN is going to be the place. ESPN, FX, that's going to be the place. That's where they're going to be doing this stuff.
at least for the next
And Champ
3
saying
to
I
5.
definitely do need to get with some hot water.
But all right, y'all. We about to get out of here.
Hot water. Hot water.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all on Tuesday.
We're going to have Jimmy with us from Arlington.
We'll see when we can get some more special guests.
And then we got to get somebody from St. Louis.
We'll see what happens.
I'm sure we got enough people from St. Louis.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. See y'all later. We out of here. Bye-bye.